Hello everybody, this is Tuckamiro here again, and tonight, like I said, for my next movie review, I'm going to be reviewing on one of my all-time favorite Pixar movies, and that is Coco. Came out in 2017. So, plot of this movie is, we got this boy named Miguel. He dreams of becoming a musician, just like Ernesto de la Cruz. But, however, Miguel's family has banned music because, well, they thought Ernesto had abandoned his family. So, yeah. So they banned music. They had banned music long ago and decided that they're gonna have their own workshop business to making shoes. So yeah, they make shoes just like their ancestors. But Miguel wanted to become a musician. So yeah. But however, on the night of the Day of the Dead, Miguel had an argument with his family, and so yeah, Miguel went away from home after having an argument with his family, and then he went to the grave of Ernesto de la Cruz. So he decided to take his guitar to play in the plaza, or whatever you pronounce it. But however, when he touched the guitar, he starts seeing some skeletons. And he gets to see his ancestors. And they went to so Miguel goes to the Day of the Dead with his ancestors. And yeah. And then Miguel met this skeleton named Hector. And so Hector decided to take Miguel to see Ernesto, so Ernesto can see, so Miguel can get Ernesto his blessing. Because if he gets any of his family members a blessing, they will not let him play any music. So yeah, it's up to Miguel to take Ernesto's blessing and go back to the Day of the Living. And that's basically what the plot is. Now, what do I have to say about Coco? Well, it's a masterpiece. I'll say that. This movie is a masterpiece. I love this movie. I really love this movie. And yeah. This is one of Pixar's best. Pixar has outdone itself with this film. And yeah. And guess what? I actually saw this film in theaters. That's right. I saw this film in theaters. And believe it or not, I saw it in theaters on opening night. That's right. I saw this movie in theaters on opening night when I was 13 years old. I saw it with my brother, my dad, my stepmom, and my great-grandma and my grandma, which is my dad's mom. So, yeah. So yeah, we went to see it as a family on opening night, and after I saw it that night, I was very impressed with it. I was very impressed with this film when I saw it. And then on the way back to my grandma's house, to my great-grandma's house, me, my brother, and my grandma and great-grandma were talking about how good that film was. Yeah, that was a very fun night. I had a great time going to see this film. So, yeah. So, yeah, I get to see this film on opening night in November of 2017. So, yeah. Now, let's talk about the characters, shall we? Miguel, which is our main character, he's a great character. Dante, which is the stray dog, he's a great character. Yeah, Dante is a great character, and Hector, which we find out that Hector is actually Miguel's grandfather, and he is the real musician. Hector is a great character and also funny. Like, he disguised himself so he can go to the Day of the Living. The Land of the Living. If I mention... So, yeah. I really like the scene where Hector disguised himself so he can go to the Land of the Living. But that didn't work out. So, yeah. So, Hector is a great character. Mama Imelda, she's a great character. And also Mama Coco, which is Hector's daughter and the grandmother of Miguel. She's a great character. Acolita, which is Miguel's other grandma. She's a decent character. The one that destroyed Miguel's guitar. So, yeah. And Omesto de la Cruz, or Omesto for short, he's one of the greatest Pixar villains. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's some of the characters I can think of on top of my head. Now, the animation in this movie is really, really good. Great animation. The animation is so stunning, especially in the Land of the Dead. Like, the Land of the Dead is very beautiful. Like, purple, orange, you name it. Like, wow. Really love the colors of the Land of the Dead. I love how Pixar has a great choice, had a great taste. So, yeah. And of course, let's talk about some scenes in this movie. Oh, the scene was great. Oh, when Miguel goes to the Land of the Dead, that was a great scene. I really love the colors. The purple and orange to it. That was a great scene. And like I said, I do like the scene where Hector disguised himself so he can go to the Land of the Living. But again, that did not work out. So, yeah. And of course, we cannot forget the most saddest scene where Miguel sings Remember Me to Mama Coco. When she was about to pass away. That was a very sad scene. And when I watched this film last night, I actually cried during that scene. And I think I actually cried when I went to see it in theaters, if I remember correctly. But, yeah. Yeah, the scene where Miguel sings Remember Me to his grandma, Mama Coco. That was a sad scene. I cried last night, too, so, yeah. So yeah. So those are some of the scenes I could think of on some of the scenes some of the scenes I could think of on top of my head. But now we cannot forget this movie is a musical. That's right. This is like Pixar's first and only musical. So yeah, let's talk about the songs in this movie. Like I said, Remember Me is a great song. And Pupokoloto, am I pronouncing that right? That was a great song. So yeah, those are the only two songs I could think of. If you want to know what Pocoloto is the one where Hector and Miguel sung on the stage. So yeah, yeah. And this is a perfect movie to watch on the Day of the Dead. That's why, this movie has something to do with the Day of the Dead. Or Muertos Muertos. Day of the Dead in English and Spanish is Muertos Muertos. Sorry, if you don't know me, I'm really trying to learn some different languages if I was gonna travel the world. So yeah, I want to try to speak different language. I'm trying my best though. Muertos Muertos is the Day of the Dead in Spanish. So yeah, it's a good day. This is a perfect movie to watch around that time because this movie has something to do with the Day of the Dead or Muertos. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but So yeah. So yeah. Good movie to watch around the Day of the Dead. So yeah. Perfect movie. Yeah. Perfect movie to watch on around the Day of the Dead. And I remember watching this film in middle school around the Day of the Dead as well. I believe in my 8th grade year. So yeah. Yeah. And like I said with Wally, I said Wally's a perfect Earth Day is a perfect time to watch Wally because Wally has something to do with Earth, and like I said with Coco, this movie has something to do with the Day of the Dead. So yeah. So yeah. So like I said before, Coco is a perfect time to watch around the Day of the Dead. So yeah. So yeah. Like I said, I love this movie. It's one of my top favorite Pixar films. One of my top favorite Pixar films. Along with Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille. Oh no. Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Wall-E, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, and Up. And this film and Inside Out. Those are like my top 10 favorite Pixar movies. So, yeah. So yeah, definitely one of Pixar's best films. Pixar, you really have outdone yourself with this film. This film is so outstanding. So, yeah. But this movie will definitely will have you in tears at the end. Like I said, the scene where Miguel plays his guitar and sung Remember Me to Mama Coco. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's all I can say about Disney Pixar's Coco. So, anyways, that is it for my movie review on... Oh, forgot something. Almost forgot. Now, I'm going to give Coco a 10 out of 10. There are absolutely no flaws with this film whatsoever. So anyways, that is it for my movie review on Coco. And stay tuned for my next movie review, which will be on Incredibles 2. Until then, see you in the next video. And remember me.